Here we go.
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the Lucky Pierres. Yeah.
Are we good here, Sean? Right?
I don't fucking know. we'll find out later.
Yeah. All right, let's do Devil Story. This should be a fun one, huh?
Should it though?
Yeah, not.
Who didn't like Devil Story?
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. Tonight, we got another movie for you guys. This one's picked by Shaw. This one is a lesser-known movie.
It's a cult classic.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's called Devil Story. All right, Devil Story, guys. We watched this goofy as hell movie. What did you guys think?
The beginning is pure artistic mastery.
Why? Okay, it's been a little bit since I
The
seen
multi-layered groaning / moaning is perfect.
at the beginning.
Yeah, like how there's like you can hear the character like moaning, and then it's
Oh,
like they dubbed
yeah.
like a second layer of him groaning over it.
Yeah, the freaking looks like the grandpa from Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
yeah.
and like some sort of Hills Have Eyes creature.
Yeah, it's like a Nazi zombie.
Yeah, the makeup's not awful on that dude.
And he just brutally stabs a man.
Yeah,
And
like
they
it starts.
focus on the squirting for 10 minutes.
Yes, that's the artistic mastery.
Yeah,
And then
feel-
the short, intense like bursts of like the score are jarring and unnerving. Like out of nowhere, it's like super loud, like classical music, and then it just goes away, and you're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
they definitely hold on some stuff way too long in this movie.
You think?
Like a lot of the stuff, actually.
But in my honest opinion, I feel like I can't really give a fair rating of this movie because if I was watching it with you guys,
It would have been fun.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
it's movie like that.
Yeah, so
It would
bad
have been
it's
a much
gonna
higher
count it.
rating.
Yeah.
But watching it by myself was punishing.
Yeah. It does drag on, doesn't
And
it?
then I
Good
well,
lord.
I got
It's
way
only-
too
it's-
excited when he grabbed the gun like before the opening credits. Like he just grabs the gun, but then the credits start.
Yeah.
But the best part about it is definitely the guy shooting the horse by
Oh
far.
yeah, we'll
By
get to it.
far.
We'll get to
Oh,
that.
yeah, we'll get there.
But yeah, I know what you mean though. But
For
like,
literally,
could you not?
It goes back.
He
to-
shoots at it for an hour of
for
the
an
movie.
hour of the movie. It
Yeah.
just goes back to this man spinning in a circle,
And
shooting at a
never
horse and
once
missing.
does he shoot in the direction of the horse.
no, it's
The horse is behind him and he shoots this way and this way.
How is the horse running in like a 30-yard area and he can't hit a horse and he doesn't move at all?
With endless ammo.
It's the weirdest.
He sees like that creature and still asks like, "Hey, do you know where a gas station is?"
Who asked that? Yeah.
Like the guy in the car.
Oh yeah.
It's just like he sees like this zombie Nazi killing things, and he's like, "You know where a gas station is?" Like it doesn't phase him. And then like the monster has a horse. Like the zombie Nazi just has a horse.
That's a weird little bit.
there's,
wasn't
like-
there? Yeah.
10 different plot lines that don't
but it
mix
adds,
together. That
him having a horse really adds something though.
the horse definitely adds
Adds a
something.
dimension.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. There's a cat that attacks people that makes no sense. There's a mummy that spits toothpaste that makes no sense.
Then he
I feel like
he's clearly
it was inspired a lot by Universal Monsters.
yeah
for sure.
he is clearly intentionally swerving that car when he's driving. Because they just show his hands, and it's not like the car. He's doing it. He's like, "Whoa!"
yeah, he is.
And then while that's happening, it keeps zooming in on a cat in the mountains just purring.
That happened for like 2 minutes. I don't know why. Yeah, but they were that when they kills that guy at the beginning, they're pretty proud of that squirt effect, aren't they? They're like,
yeah, I mean, the gore, they must have spent
Oh, yeah.
90% of the budget on, honestly.
Well, then
they're like, check out this squirt
After
for
he's
2 minutes.
after he's done swerving the car, there's the extremely fake lightning when it's broad daylight
yeah.
and not a storm cloud in sight. Just random lightning.
I know. I did have that in my notes. Let me ask this deformed, deranged, groaning freak hiding behind a gas station with a giant knife for directions. You did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did that too. Very out of place lightning effects.
Then
I mean, if we're nitpicking Devil Story, that's...
but I mean, you have to have you have to have,
like it's a masterpiece.
yeah, it is.
Is that Criterion Collection?
Should be. Then it's like she's like, "I'm not going anywhere," followed immediately by, "I want to go home." Like no space. And then she's like, "I'll walk there." and then just sits in a field like a 4-year-old child. She's
but
like,
she
I'm not going anywhere, and
got
sits down in a
scratched
field.
by that cat, and there was no marks in her hand, like at all. When he went up to her,
That's right.
she's like, "My hands," and there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with her
nothing-
hands. And he's
nothing
like,
at all.
What?
Yeah, she's going crazy.
And then, did they pull up to Castlevania? Like it legit just looked like a castle from the Castlevania game.
It did.
There's just nothing around, mountains, and then here's a Castlevania castle.
That was the most impressive thing I think about the movie is the castle.
No, the horse and the guy were the most impressive. Like,
But yeah,
the second and like the last couple times they filmed back to it, I started dying laughing. So they got me in that.
What
at
about-
that point.
He
Well,
can't be still
so
shooting at this horse.
After all the weirdness, though, then there's a mummy out of nowhere, and then a pirate ship in the mountains.
Which looked amazing coming out of the mountains.
It did. It really did look amazing. A pirate ship
Something
coming out
from
of
like the Muppets.
And then like her screaming was
I
awesome.
wanted to
like she
kill
was
her in real
running
life.
away from him. She just kept falling and screaming, and I said it was literally like a Kids in the Hall bit.
Yeah.
like she just was running for like 20 minutes of the movie. It was just
yeah.
fall, fall.
And that 90-year-old lady grabs her leg and she can't get away. 90-year-old lady, she's holding her back.
And then then is when I said, how long can that man shoot at a horse and miss?
Oh, it was unbelievable. That guy was a legend.
crazy.
And then did he have an endless ammo cheat code? Because
Yeah, he had no thing
it
of
was like
bullets.
an hour and a half, and he
keep
just
shooting.
Here's my my take on that horse. I think they spent all the money on that horse. So like, we're gonna use that horse. You know what I mean? We're gonna get our money's worth with this horse.
And then she didn't at the end. She didn't notice that the zombie guy was still there until he was literally on the hood of her car. Like he's following her. She gets in the car. She's like, "Oh, I'm safe." And he's like right here. She doesn't see him. Slams into him. Is like, "Oh, he's here."
Honest question. How many people on Earth do you think saw this movie?
Probably about
12 and a half.
Do you think it's more than triple digits? It can't be.
I
Can't be
wrote
more than 2,000. Can't be. No, but I will say this though: the guy in the editing room, like whenever there's a moment where he's like, you know what could fit in here?
Well,
I'll just cut to a shot of a horse.
I wrote
the guy
this-
shooting at a horse.
This is
I think the
deserving.
guy was schizophrenic who was in that editing room.
This is deserving of a.
He might be
This is deserving
a
of a
mental
high budget
patient.
remake.
Definitely not.
Put-
By Shyamalan or
Put
something?
Samara Weaving, the Australian actress,
Yeah, I
as
know
the
her.
main girl.
Okay.
Louis C.K. should be the zombie Nazi. And then the cat in the movie should be turned into like a talking cat, like Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Hocus Pocus, like that. And I feel like that's going to go to the stratosphere. That's a hit.
I mean, that could be a $100 million movie.
Yeah.
Easy.
Absolutely. Straight to Netflix. It's their number one flagship movie.
Or straight to DVD and in the dollar bin at Walmart.
Either way, it's a win-win.
Louis in it. It's going to the theater.
How about that? How about that when that horse kicked that dude's like half his head off? That was gnarly.
Yeah, it was good
know what I mean?
gore.
That was crazy.
Good effects.
But
Oh, while I was writing that remake thing at the end, I just said, "Excuse me," because chaos happened again. I thought it was winding down. And
yeah,
I like when
got-
she stepped on his guts and like just hamburger came out for like an
yeah,
hour.
I got that in my notes. That was cool, wasn't it? Yeah, it did come out for so long.
It was
There's
literally
not a
an
chance-
eternity.
There's
felt
not
like
a
3 minutes.
chance people don't hear this and go, "That sounds amazing." Everything we're saying,
Yeah,
sounds
but
great.
It's
gonna
for
be
like
honest.
a group to watch, not by yourself. I feel.
How could
I watched it alone in bed and I had a riot.
How could it not be less than, or like 45 minutes less in the editing room? How could he not be like, I'm going to chop 45 minutes out of this and make it
Because
like,
they had to have the horse get shot at for a day and a half.
Yeah, how they looked at every shot. They're like, "That horse is so majestic. We can't cut him out. Find something else to cut."
oh, another thing in that scene with the old woman, like,
Yeah.
how does she suddenly have the strength to rip a steel gate off the hinges and lift it
They're supernatural.
effortlessly to stab her?
They're supernatural.
No, I mean the woman did that, I believe, right?
Yeah, the old lady got stabbed.
The main chick did that.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
You,
You just don't question it, Ben.
you don't question it, no.
You don't question greatness.
What was with the like a triple twist ending? What exactly? Do you even know what happened?
No, they
don't know
didn't
what
know
happened.
how to end it, so they're like, "Let's just do some stuff."
Like the old guy's still alive. Let's just go with it. Yeah.
There was a pirate ship coming out of the mountains,
Yeah.
and then like mummies and vampires. There's
Yeah. It was too much.
beautiful.
You know what? Honestly, the one scene that I say is probably strongest in this movie is the cornfield scene. That was actually decent because that like trope or whatever hadn't been beaten to death in '86 yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was decent.
Did she like run into him as she was running through the cornfield? They crossed.
Yeah, I think so.
But he was like a mile behind her, but somehow he crossed in front of her. Like,
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
And then she was on the freeway within a minute. Like, oh,
It changed locations quick sometimes, and you know.
Well, yeah, you got to cover all the places you paid to shoot at.
Oh man. And she was there was a couple scenes where she was running in slow-mo
In lingerie?
in lingerie, and you know the director was like just behind the camera just like jerking it,
but
you know.
surprisingly, no nudity. So he could have told her like whip him out or something. And he didn't. So props to him. He wanted to make a real movie.
That's true.
Oh,
What
no,
a class act.
That's what all the deleted scenes are.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I need that DVD then.
You just gave it back.
Oh, shame.
Every death is overly dramatic for whatever reason. Goes on for minutes
I
too
feel
long.
like a lot of that, some of it obviously was not intentional, but some of it I feel was intentional
And,
for comedy purposes.
Wait a second. I got a couple questions about the end. Did she dream all of it?
Absolutely not. That's a factual story. This is based on a true story.
I don't really know.
Ben was deep in thought like I was about to say something like actual.
Yeah, and also do the do the boots and the coat tell us that it all happened or not? Because I remember writing that, but I don't really remember.
By that point, I didn't give an F what happened in the end. It was-
Did it all happen or didn't it? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. It felt like it was like a time loop type deal because at the end it was like she went back and it was like the beginning of the movie again.
Uh huh.
So it was like it was all going to happen again.
And
you have to ask the director.
wait a second. Didn't the ground swallow her up?
Yeah.
Like, why did that happen?
You're asking the wrong people.
Anyway,
You're asking the wrong questions.
very, very strange movie. It's like a French version of they mixed all the Universal monsters and had like 10% of the budget and effort. So
It's just a hodgepodge of madness.
it is, man. It's such a weird.
I can't wait to get to ratings.
But let's get to ratings. All right, what did you guys give it? I'll say mine first. I gave it a 4.5.
Okay.
I feel like it's unfair because if I watched it with you guys, I probably would have gave it like an 8 because I would have been dying laughing and making fun of it. But I gave it a 4 watching it by myself. So.
Nice.
I gave it a 6.5.
Oh, 6.5. This movie. That's crazy.
The good parts about it I loved. I thought it was hilarious.
But it wasn't
And
meant
whether
to
it
be
was
hilarious.
whether
though.
it was intentional or not, it was great.
For context, what did you give The Green Knight?
A 4 or a 4.5.
I don't remember when I gave that a 1. I think.
Yeah.
On our Instagram, I posted a picture of that Surf Ninjas long sleeve I got, and I put, Surf Ninjas was at least 100 times better than the Green Knight. And the
If you're entertained by it,
the actor from Surf Ninjas commented, "What a review!"
Yes. All right, let's get to the final verdict. See it ASAP, see it whenever, skip it.
Well, first of all, I don't know if anybody is gonna have access to it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's actually a pretty rare movie.
Nobody. I could not recommend this to anybody, and they're not gonna like it as much as me. So,
You got to pick one.
whatever you guys go ahead and
Joe,
vote,
what do
and
you
that's
think?
gonna be the consensus.
it's like a fun movie for a fun night with friends to like watch a goofy movie.
So bad it's good type.
Yeah, but don't watch it by yourself ever.
Unless you gotta give
unless
one.
you're a demented freak like me.
You got to give one.
I would say skip it.
I'd say skip it as well.
See, that's why I said my vote's not going to matter because the consensus is going to be skip it.
Yeah, you can still say it
That's
if you
fine.
want. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could say skip it. I know probably about 2 people who would agree with me in this. So that's
So yeah, skip this one. All right, guys, it's movie quote time. Shaw's got a movie quote for us, and we got to guess it. What do you got, Shaw?
and the front door is open again.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
And the front door is open again!
Nice one. Nice.
I'll get it. Ben gets the points. Yeah.
That's nice one. We got some points, baby. So this is fresh. So Joe's up to 2 points already. I got 1. Shaw's got 0. So yeah,
You're going to recap with I won again, though?
you did win again.
Yeah!
And you're getting a prize. We haven't decided on the prize yet.
Literally makes no sense how you win.
Yeah, but
Because I stump you guys once or twice, and then every time you guess, I get a point. Every time he guesses, I get a point.
It seems like we're doing all the hard work. Heavy lifting. Here.
all right, guys, that's our review for Devil Story. Thank you for watching. We love you, and we'll see you very soon.
I don't love you.